welcome to the next session on operations research. In this session, we will discuss numerical on the topic of sequencing model. This is type 1, processing n jobs on 2 machines. N jobs means there will be more number of jobs. There are 7 jobs, each of which have to go through the machines A and B in the order AB, which means you will first process the product in machine A and then it will go to the machine B. Processing time in hours is given in the table. Calculate total elapsed time, idle time of both machines and total idle time of the system. So here you can see there are 7 jobs. Machine A and B has following processing times given. Now we will start by first figuring out what is the optimal sequence. This side we will write machine A, to the left, to the right we will write machine B. That is because of the processing order, A and then B. Then I'll divide into 7 sections. A will be read this way, B will be read this way. Now we will start by first figuring out which is the minimum time. We are using Johnson's algorithm. So you should first find out which is the minimum value. Amongst all of them, 1 is the minimum. This is corresponding to machine B and job 6. So job 6 should be allocated to machine B. This is done. Next, minimum time is 3 and 3. This 3 is corresponding to job 1 and machine A. So 1 will be written towards machine A. This 3 is corresponding to machine B and job 7. So job 7 should be written towards machine B. These 2 are also done. Now amongst these 4, the minimum value is 6. 6 and 6 is for both machine A and B. Now you can either allocate job 4 towards machine A, which I am going to do, or you can shift it towards machine B. So there will be another optimal sequence over here. So 6, 7 and 4 over here. This sequence which I am writing is also possible. We are going to solve using the one which I am showing you to the left. So this is also done. Next, amongst 2, 3 and 5, you can see minimum is 10 in all the 3 places. But 5 has minimum towards machine A. So I'll complete 5 towards machine A. Here 5 will be placed after 1. Here 5 will be placed after 4. Now what is left is 2 and 3. It is 10, 10 minimum both on machine B. So I have 10 and corresponding 12. So this will be given preference towards B. So 2 is here. Same way 2 is here. This is done and last remaining is 3. So 3 can come here. So this sequence is also possible. And if you solve, you will get the same answer by using both the sequence. I am going to use this sequence. So once this is done, we will draw a table to figure out what is the in time of the job, what is the time taken and out time of the job on a particular machine, and then what is the idle time of each machine. So first I will write down here job sequence. Then I am solving for machine A. So I need to know the time in, time out and the idle time. Similarly, for machine B, I want to know what is the time in, what is the time out and what is the idle time. So the sequence I am using is 1, 4, 5, 3, 2, 7, 6. Now this job 1 will first enter machine A, then it will go to machine B and then it is out of system. So we will start, and start is always at 0. So in time for job 1 on machine A is 0. Then we will go to the table and we will see job 1 on machine A takes 3 hours. So this is 0 plus 3 is 3. There is no idle time for the machine A because it is starting at the 0th hour. After this, the job will go to machine B. That we'll calculate later. First, we'll complete for machine A. So once this is done, the machine is now free at the 3rd hour. So for the 4th job on machine A, you will see the time is 6. So this is 3 plus 6, 9. Again, no idle time. Once this job leaves, again at the 9th hour, the 5th job will come. 5th job on machine A takes 10 hours. So this will be 19. No idle time. Again at the 19th hour, the 3rd job will enter. 3rd job on machine A is taking 15 hours. So this will be 34. Again 34 is the starting time. Second takes 12. So this will be 46. Again this starts at 46. 7th job on A is taking 9 hours. So this will be 55. This will start at 55. 6th job on machine A is taking 11 hours. So this becomes 66. That's how we add. Now A is done. We will now go to machine B. Once the first job has left machine A, it will go to machine B. So this will start at the 3rd hour, which means for 3 hours the machine B was idle. Then we will see first job on machine B takes 8 hours. So this will be 3 plus 8 is 11. Now this job gets over at the 9th hour, 4th job. But it will enter only after this machine is free. So it will start at 11. 4th job, machine B is taking 6 hours. So this is now 17. This time there is no idle time of machine B. But yes, there is idle time for the 4th job. But that is not what we need to calculate. So I'll just calculate the idle time for machine B. Then you see it is leaving on the 17th hour. B is entering at the 19th hour. So for 2 hours, again we have an idle time. So it will start at 19. 5th job, B is 12. So this now becomes 31. This is 31 and this is 34. So for 3 hours, our machine is idle. This will start at 34. 3rd job on B is 10. So this will be 44. This is idle at 44, but this has to start only when this comes. So for 2 hours, this machine is again idle. Second job on B is taking 10 hours. So 46 plus 10 is 56. Once this is done, it will have to start with the next job. Now this is ending at the 55th hour, the job 7. But it has to wait for 1 hour for the machine B to be free. So this is now 56. So 7th job on B is 3 hours. So this is 59. There is no idle time at this stage. This is 59 and this has to start at 66. So for 7 hours the machine was remaining idle. It will start at 66th hour. 6th job on machine B is 1. So this is 67. So now we will calculate the idle time for machine A. You can see that it is free by the 66th hour, but machine B is ending at 67. So next job sequence will start only when the entire process is complete. So this is 1 hour of idle time. Then we will calculate the idle time for machine B. For B, you can add up all of these. This is 3 plus 2, 5. This is again 5, 10 plus 7. That is 17 hours. So if you want, you can calculate here. This is 17 hours. Then we will write down the total idle time of system, that is of A and B together, that is 1 plus 17. Add both of these, it becomes 18 hours. And last we have to calculate the total elapsed time, that is the total time taken for the process. If you observe, this is the highest value over here, so it is 67 hours. So you have completed this numerical. Now we'll take up the next one. A machine operator has to perform two operations, turning and threading, on a number of different jobs. So there are 6 jobs. You are performing two operations, turning and threading. The time is given in minutes. As you can see over here, it is minutes. The time required to perform these operations in minutes for each job is known. Determine the order in which the jobs should be processed in order to minimize the total time required to turn out all the jobs. Also determine the total processing time and idle times for turning and threading operations. So the first thing that we will do is we will calculate the sequence. Here I'll write down turning, which will be read this way, and then you have threading, which will be read in this direction. So there are 6 of them. Now we'll start calculating. You can see minimum value is 1 here. This is for threading and job 6. So I'll write down job 6 towards threading. This is done. Next, the minimum value is 2. It is for turning, job 4. So I'll write here job 4. This is done. Then the minimum value is 3 over here and over here. This is for threading. So job 5 will be for threading first. And here this is job 1. So I'll write 1 over here. Last, these 2 are left. This is 5. So 3 will go towards turning. And what is left is 2. So I'll have to write 2 over here. So this is a very easy way of calculating the optimal sequence. Now I will draw the table. The first thing to write is job sequence. Then we have turning. For turning, we need to know the time in, the time out, and the idle time over here. Then we will write for threading, the time in, the time out, and the idle time. Here we'll write out the job sequence. So we have 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, 6. So we'll start with the 0th minute. For job 4, turning, time required is 2. So this will be 2. No idle time here. This will start at the 2nd minute. First job is 3. So this becomes 5. No idle time. This will start at 5. Third job turning time is 5. So this becomes 10. Again this will start at the 10th minute. Second job, the value is 12. So this becomes 22. No idle time. This is again 22. Fifth job on turning is 9. So this becomes 31. Again this is 31. Sixth job is 11. So this becomes 42. Here we'll start with the 2nd minute. So idle time is 2. So the start itself for threading to start. Fourth job on threading is 6. So this becomes 8. Now this is 8 and this is 5. So the job will have to wait for entering into the next operation. So this will start at 8. If you want a shortcut, you will have to just compare, write the higher value. If you understand by now. Then for the first one on threading, it is 8. So this becomes 16. No idle time. This is 16 and this is 10. This has ended at 16 minutes and this has finished by the 10th minute. So this has to wait the job. So this is 16. No idle time. Third job on threading is 9. So this will be 25. This is 25 and this is 22. Again the job has to wait. So this will be starting at 25. No idle time for the machine. Second on threading is 10. So this becomes 35. This is 35. This is 31. So it will start at the higher value. No idle time for threading operation. Fifth one on threading is 3. So this becomes 38. This is 38. This is 42. So when it is 42 minutes, it will start from there. And this is already 38. So this will have to wait for 4 minutes. So this is now 42. And sixth on threading is 1. So this is 43. So let's write down the answer now. The first one is idle time for turning operation. You can say it is ending at 42, but it has to still wait for 1 minute for the next sequence to start. Then we will write down the idle time for threading operation. Here it is 4 plus 2. So it is 2 plus 4 is 6 minutes. Then we have the total idle time. For turning and threading operations. This will be 1 minute plus 6 minutes, that is 7 minutes. Now we'll write down the total processing time. That is over here, the highest value is 43 minutes. So these are the answers. So with this, I end the session. I hope you understood the numericals on processing and jobs on two machines. If you have any doubts, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.